Well, viewers, I have set up the ice collection system for 2020. It's 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. I have this running off of spring water that's coming from way up the hill. It's bypassed from my turbine water supply. It's a wobbler head. I want to thank Seth Johnson at Land House for introducing me to that style of sprinkler. I can't get any closer because you can kind of see a pattern there. It's shooting water out kind of far. Previously I had a garden hose sprayer set up on that tree, just spraying out just to kind of collect ice, but my wife said no, don't do that because it'll collect on the trees, which is true, and then those slabs of ice could fall on dogs or our child. And I wanted to set something up that I could run continuously and spread a wide area with minimal moving parts. This wobbler has just the one moving part, and it gets quite saturated in the temperature of the warm spring water, so I doubt that will freeze. And it's silent. I had thought about using an impact sprinkler, one of those ones that goes tick, 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 but they're kind of loud. And we could hear that in our bedroom if it was running at night. And I can't just shut it off at night because then things will freeze and I can't get it running again easily. So I'm hoping that this will provide an interesting solution for ice collection this year, and I hope that my wife will not yell at me and make me tear it down. Alright, I'll have a link to this sprinkler head in the description if you're interested. It does have the smallest nozzle that they offer. I think it's a number 6. And that way it doesn't consume a whole lot of water to maintain jet velocity, which will allow the water in, I have probably 150 feet of garden hose here set out in the yard, which will allow the water to cool down from like 50 degrees Fahrenheit spring temperature, hopefully down to closer to freezing, which will allow it to collect and freeze more water in the surrounding area. The stand that it's on is actually a stand that I got from Tractor Supply with one of those Orbit sprinklers that goes tick, 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 tick. It's, I was actually able to unscrew the cap, and it's, well, not the cap, but take the sprinkler off. It has like a proprietary connection with an O-ring seal that allows it to spin around. But inside there, it's just 1/2-inch NPT thread. So, chickens are yelling at me. All right, we'll see how that runs. Well, a few hours later, we have gotten a nice build-up going, but it seems to have frozen up. Okay, it's been running for a few hours now. We can quite clearly see the distinct range of it. Let's turn off the hose and go inspect. It's so cold that the hose is not really melting a whole lot of snow. There, it's off all the way. See, range is pretty far, but it doesn't actually start building up until quite a bit closer. I'm going to focus on my footsteps here because it's slippery. And there's what it looks like. Ooh, that's the thumbnail for the video automatically. So it's got really good buildup all the way around. Look at that. Still wobbling. Cool. All right, let's let it run all night and see what it does. Well, I have inadvertently caused some ice buildup here at the bottom of the steps, which is not ideal, and over here into the yard as well. So clearly not all of the water is freezing in my designated ice collection area. It's still running. It ran all night. what was the low last night? Like 10 degrees Fahrenheit? Let's see, here on the edge, got some buildup, got quite a bit more buildup in the middle. And it's very slick. So I kind of don't want to walk out there, but we can walk up here along the edge maybe to see it a little bit better. Not really. Still can't really see it. I can zoom in a little bit. Let me try some high speed. And we have a high today of 36, so I'm gonna shut it off, because if it's too warm, it just will melt itself. Come on, let's turn off. Wrong way. There we go. And then this hose can self-drain out. I have quick disconnects on here conveniently. I did not actually intend or plan for that. So that can drain back out. And then this I can put, we'll put it up here, back into the creek, and I'll turn that valve back on. And holy poop, the amount of fecal storm that my wife let out when when she saw this ice forming here basically demanded that I stop again, but offered an alternative location that is okay for me to set up. So I have removed it. It was caked in ice. I broke it all off. Luckily it's kind of warmish today at 36, maybe 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was okay tearing the ice off, breaking it off with my heel. I managed to use the hose to kind of walk up there and break through as I walked through it. Luckily it wasn't too thick that I could easily break through it. Up there it's maybe 2 inches thick, but it's this whole area. And I guess something I didn't consider is as it melts, it runs through the yard right down where we park our cars. So that is at least a valid point. I'll give her that. Oh, look what she's doing up there. What are you doing, girl, huh? Yeah. Okay, so I have moved the sprinkler down to there, and so we'll see how it does. Well, it finally happened. It finally froze up. I have this valve open, nothing's coming out, and if I shake it, I can hear it is not happy. So last night I noticed that the sprinkler was stuck in one direction, and I was coming out this morning to free it, but now it's completely froze up solid, leading to this freezing up solid. It's 4 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. So this valve is open. Look at the pressure gauge. There's some ice there. All right, so I will leave this open, and hopefully if we get some warm weather it will thaw out. It's odd, there's like a pocket. It's not frozen the whole way through.